scolded Lee. He ain't coming after Pa.
Yeah. If he'd taken the other trail, though, I'd have killed him.
Now, Case, here's one I'll bet you've never seen.
My name is Adam Polk, U.S. Marshal. I'm looking for Johnny Ringo.
Yeah, he should be here any minute, Marshal. I'll go get him if you like.
No need to. You, sir, have you lived in this town long?
I have.
Ever run into a man named Ben Rafferty? You didn't answer my question.
That's right, Marshal.
Any special reason?
No, but I wouldn't know any more than anybody else in the town. Sorry, but I'm going to be getting back to my store.
I'm not asking you anything other than if you know Ben Rafferty or have seen him lately.
I heard you, Marshal. That was a mighty fine trick you showed me, Kelly. Sorry I can't be of any help.
Can't or won't?
That depends upon the way you look at it, doesn't it?
I've never seen Case act like that. Who's this Ben Rafferty, anyway?
He's a murderer.
Oh, no, not in Velarde. Ringo wouldn't allow that.
The way I look at it, Ringo will be the only one. Maybe better see if you can find the sheriff.
Yeah. Well, make yourself to home, Marshal.
I wouldn't do that, mister. Who are you and what's your business in Velarde?
This is my business. Name's Slim Pardee. I've come to find this Rafferty.
Pardee? You're a bounty hunter.
You might call it that. You might say I'm a lawman's self-paid helper.
We don't need your kind of help here in Velarde. Now get on your horse and keep riding.
I was in the capital when they sent them out. I figure if the governor wants him bad enough to go for $2,500, I want him bad enough, too. I come a long way for this Rafferty.
I've got no use for bounty hunters. Now mount up.
You ain't the first local sheriff that stood in my way.
You, want a little help getting in that saddle?
Kill you and be done with it.
Now get out of here!
Within the law. I'm gonna get this Rafferty. Get the $2,500. Next time, I'll shoot first and explain later. Move!
Hey, Johnny! Been looking all over for you. What happened to you? You're all dirty.
I've been lying in the street, taking a nap.
Uh-huh. You were in a fight, huh?
Someone offered me a drink of water before taking it out of a canteen. What do you want with me?
Well, there's a marshal over at the office. He wants to see you.
The name of Pope? Adam Pope?
Yeah.
I bet he was asking about a Ben Rafferty, too.
Yeah, how'd you know? Johnny, what about this Rafferty? Case wouldn't talk about him, and Marshall says it looks like the whole town's covering up. Do you know him?
Yeah, but his case was closed when I took this job.
Certainly isn't closed now. That Marshall seems to mean business.
So does a bounty hunter named Pardee. Cully, go over to the office and try to stall Pope. Keep him from getting too impatient.
Yeah?
And, you didn't find me.
This Rafferty, is he really a murderer?
That seems to be the general opinion.
I wish you wouldn't ask me, Johnny.
Why, Case?
For Velarde, Ben Rafferty is a thing of the past.
Laura, I wish you'd talk to your hard-headed father. He doesn't seem to realize someone's going to die unless he opens his mouth pretty soon.
Gotta find somebody before you can bring him in.
Ever hear of a man named Slim Pardee? He's a bounty hunter. And for $2,500, he'll bring Rafferty in. You can count on it. Unless I get there first.
Maybe Johnny's right.
Pardee will find Rafferty guilty with the business end of his gun.
He'll never find him. And if he gets anywhere near, Pardee's liable to be catching some lead himself.
Then you know where I can find Rafferty.
I told you I don't want to talk about it.
I'd leave Rafferty alone. Maybe what he did was right.
What did he do, Laura? You remember when this business with Rafferty happened?
A man, Walter Avery, came to town. And he formed the Velarde Land and Development Company. There wasn't anybody in this town who didn't go for Avery's line. It was Christmas in July. He even had us believing we'd become the state capital.
Will you be quiet, girl?
Case, I've got a job to do. I've sworn to uphold the law. Now, there's a marshal waiting in my office to tell me to bring in Rafferty. You're the only ones who can tell me what happened. Now, Case, what happened?
All right. I'll tell you. Avery's company laid claim to every farm along the river. Only Ben Rafferty wouldn't stand still for it. So Avery brought out his gun slicks to scare him off, but Ben wouldn't scare. Then one night, Avery set fire to his house. Ben was able to save the boy and the girl. Mrs. Rafferty burned to death.
Couldn't they prove that Avery did it?
Everyone knew it. We kept wondering what Ben would do. But he took the kids to an abandoned cabin the other side of the river and stayed there. I was the only one he ever came to. He had to have supplies from time to time.
Go on.
Avery announced that his plans weren't working out. He was taking off with all our money.
Yeah. His body was found on a trail shot in the back. That much was in my folder. Marked murdered by a person or persons unknown.
Anyone in town could have done it. They all wanted to see him dead.
But Rafferty did it.
He came into town the day Avery was leaving with his boys. It was the first time we'd seen Ben since his wife had been killed. He was a changed man, John. Bitter, mean, full of hate. He swore Avery would be dead before sunset. There wasn't a man amongst us who didn't wish that he got the guts to do what Rafferty said he was gonna do.
Thanks, Case. Now I understand. Where is Ben Rafferty?
I don't know.
Come on, Case. You gave him supplies then, you must be giving him supplies now.
Papa, it's time that this whole thing was cleared up. Those kids of his have been running wild up there, growing up with fears and revenge in their hearts.
Now, are you going to tell me, Case? Someone's going to die when Pardee finds him. And I don't want it to be Rafferty.
I'll tell you, on one condition. I trust you, Johnny, but I don't know about this Marshall fella. If I tell you, you have to promise me that you won't take him along.
You have it.
You know that trail on the ridge? The quartzsite by Needle Rock? Well, there's a shack back there. The other side of the trail.
Thanks again, Case. All right.
The Raffertys are nervous with guns up there, Johnny. Papa won't even let me go up and see them.
I'm not worried about the Raffertys, Laura. Slim Pardee I'm thinking of.
We can't help it if a crazy bounty hunter takes up the offer on one of our posters.
Your Dodger says there's a $2,500 reward out for Rafferty.
For his arrest and capture, that's all.
Well, I'm afraid Pardee isn't lawyer enough to see what you people mean by arrest and capture. Why this sudden renewed interest in Rafferty?
The new governor. He's trying to clear up things like this. Maybe Rafferty had reason to kill Avery. A lot of people wanted him dead. Not only this town. But Rafferty's the only suspect that has got to be brought to trial like anyone else. For his sake as well as ours.
I hope I get to him before Pardee does.
This Pardee, we know him as a pretty mean customer.
So do I.
We don't like him. We've never been able to do anything about him. If he takes one wrong step.
He's taken that wrong step, Marshal.
Cully, take over till I get back.
Some more coffee, Marshal?
We got him.
Good. Now let's go for the other one.
Yeah.
You can't be sure.
But, Pa, something was laying there for a long time without stirring. We watched it.
You can't be sure unless you turned the body over and felt it was dead with your hand.
We couldn't, Pa. Someone else was firing at him from the opposite ridge.
That's exactly why I'm telling you it's got to be a trick.
It couldn't be, Pa. He was dead on him down there just like we was.
All right. Then whether that fellow you bushwhacked is dead or alive, somebody else knows you was up on that ridge.
Pa, they ain't invented a way to shoot a man down yet without making a noise.
Then why'd you come back?
Oh, we looked on the other ridge till it got dark. He must have scared out.
Yeah.
The lamps.
Don't think it's nothing. The horse is waiting, maybe.
You go out and see. I'll cover the window. You know what to do.
Yeah, Pa.
All right, son. No one's gonna get hurt. Now, don't make a sound. You do what I tell you. Call out to your pa and tell him everything's gonna be all right. Go on.
Everything's all right out here, Pa.
Now, Start walking nice and natural like. Hold it, Ben. I'm John Ringo, Sheriff of Velarde.
Well, we've had a belly full of Velarde. All we want is to be let alone.
After what you've been through, I can't blame you. It's not my job to judge you. I'm the sheriff, that's all. But I can tell you one thing. It's time your name was cleared.
By who? By those yellow-livered people that watched my house burn down? That let a man rob 'em blind and then blame me when he turned up dead?
No, Ben. By a town that knows that anyone there might have done the same thing you did.
So?
So you're under arrest. I gotta bring you in.
Don't you move, Sheriff. Put your hands up. Get his irons, Lee.
Sit.
You can come out now, girl.
Case said you were smart, Ben. I guess I don't know how smart.
Case told you where we was? He wouldn't do that.
I talked him into it. I had to.
That wasn't very smart, mister. Because now we're gonna kill you.
That's right, Pa. Because of him and his kind, we gotta live like this.
A man's got a job. He's got to do it the best way he knows how. You know that, Ben. His son may be too young, but if I die, there'll be another sheriff. And another. And another. Because that's the way the law is once it makes up its mind.
So what have I got to lose? I stand trial and I die anyway.
I don't think so, Ben. But you will die this way, scrabbling for cover like a cornered prairie wolf. Did you tell him while you were looking down my throat from the rim rock that there was firing from the other side? Ah, a bounty hunter. And a mighty smart one, too. If you'd have got here first, you'd all be dead right now. Ben, I give you my word. You'll get every break the law allows. The people of Velarde have been carrying you on their conscience long enough. Now they're on your side. Ben, I'm telling you.
Sit down and warn you.
Don't listen to him, Pa.
Ben, you've got to believe me.
I believe you. You're from Velarde, ain't you? Well, there's people want to be believed, no matter what they think. Like me, killing Avery. They didn't see it, but they believed it. I went out to kill him. That part's right. I was going to shoot him down. That part's right, too.
Pa, what's the use? You're wasting your breath.
Are you telling me that you didn't kill Avery, Ben?
I said I went out to kill him, so what's the difference? I was laying there ready to shoot when I heard him and his hired guns arguing and fighting. Seemed like Avery hadn't taken enough out of the town for all of them. Not after he took his share. So one of his hired guns shot him for me.
Why didn't you tell him what happened?
I didn't have to. Remember what I told you about believing? Well, they believed I'd done it. They figured he had it coming, so they let me alone. Found guilty without a trial. So, here I am.
Then a trial would clear you, Ben. It was wrong for the people to try to forget it, but you were wrong running away. Look at your son and daughter. Look what it's doing to them. Living like hunted animals without any friends. Living without the decent things they ought to have in life. Now, is that fair, Ben? You're a pretty selfish man not to think of your own children.
Don't listen to him, Pa. We're living all right. No need to change.
They had their chance once, Pa. They found you guilty of something you didn't do. Don't trust him.
It's not the law that's wrong, Ben. It's the people. You see this star? I'd rather throw it in the dirt than let people make a mockery of the law. I'll give the people and the law a second chance, Ben.
Lee. Give him his gun.
What?
I said, give him his gun. What is this?
Pardee? That bounty hunter I was talking about?
But you're the law.
He's not interested in the law. He's interested in $2,500.
All right. Me and the kids will take care of it.
No, he belongs to the law. You wait here. Besides, I've got a personal matter to settle with him. You take the guns and draw his fire.
Thanks, Sheriff. Get those guns. We just draw the fire. Don't shoot! I give up! Don't shoot! Don't kill me.
I wouldn't waste the lead. Ben! It's all right. All right, Mr. Unpaid Lawman. We've all got a date with the law. On your feet.
I don't trust that jury.
We never should let Pa give up.
No. Please let us go back to the trial.
If you two hadn't made such a ruckus in court, they wouldn't have maybe take you out. But now look, I don't understand you. We wait for a judge, for a jury. We wait during the arguments in court. And now, just because the jury's on for 10 minutes, you act like it's forever.
That's easy for you to say. Your pa's never been on trial for murder.
My pa's been dead since I was 9.
Well, what's taking him so long? What happened?
The jury pronounced me innocent. We're free, son.
Ben, they've just told me that they're gonna rebuild the Perkins house for you and the kids.
A home in town.
Johnny, you know something? We've got a pretty good town here.
Yeah? It gets better every day. Every day.
Ringo, Johnny Ringo, his fears were never shown. The fastest gun in all the West, the quickest ever known. Everywhere he traveled, trouble was all that he found. Face to face with a man set to prove that he could shoot Ringo down. Ringo, Johnny Ringo, his fears were never shown. The fastest gun in all the West, the quickest ever known.
wounded Lee. He ain't coming after Pa.
Yeah. If he'd taken the other trail, though, I'd have killed him. Now, Case, here's one I'll bet you've never seen.
My name is Adam Polk, U.S. Marshal. I'm looking for Johnny Ringo.
Yeah, he should be here any minute, Marshal. I'll go get him if you like.
No need to. You, sir, have you lived in this town long?
I have.
Ever run into a man named Ben Rafferty? You didn't answer my question.
That's right, Marshal.
Any special reason?
No, I wouldn't know any more than anybody else in the town. Sorry, but I've got to be getting back to my store.
I'm not asking you anything other than if you know Ben Rafferty or have seen him lately.
I heard you, Marshal. That was a mighty fine trick you showed me, Kelly. Sorry I can't be of any help.
Can't or won't?
That depends upon the way you look at it, doesn't it?